Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and welcome to the third vlog of Christmas, brought to you by Rachel Olivier and Putt Putt Productions. And you'll see the background behind me again, blustery background, because of course the sun is out now. It's been raining all weekend, but the sun is out now. The third vlog is going to be an excerpt from one of my short stories that was published last year on mindflights.com. If you feel like you want to hear the rest of the story after I've read the excerpt, then there's a link down below to take you straight to that story. Hope you enjoy it, and I hope you come back for the fourth and final vlog of Christmas next Sunday. Thank you and have a great day. Here we go. Santa's my homeboy, Rachel Olivier. The year after I died, it was my turn to play Santa. I had been sent the uniform, the Clauses were checking the list for any last-minute updates, and the elves had loaded up my sleigh, some on standby for last-minute changes. It was up to me now to deliver the goods. I shivered in anticipation. If I had flesh, it would have had goose pimples. As Jasper, my elf liaison, checked over the sleigh one last time, making sure all the packages were stowed and none of the reins crossed, I realized that this was it. I had my list of assigned deliveries to make, but thinking about my visit to my son, Jimmy, put me over the edge. I did a few ghostly loop-de-loops just to get it out of my system. "Watch it! You're letting off sparks!" Jasper hurriedly put out the embers as they landed on the packages, waving his manifest around like a flag to waft away the ones in the air. Little spits of fire landed on his red sweatshirt, lighting up the "Santa's my homeboy" written there in bright yellow letters. I fluttered back down, too chagrined to say anything. "I know you're excited, Bud, but you've got to calm down, or you just might forget something." He was right, of course. This was not only my chosen time to visit my son, it was also my first time out playing Santa. "Sorry, Jasper, I'll tone it down." I felt like a kid again. If I still had a stomach, it would have been filled with butterflies. Instead, my spirit form translated as molecules moving so rapidly that I glimmered with excess energy. I needed to rein myself in. Before we go any further, yes, Santa Claus exists. Yes, he's married to a fine lady who keeps him in check by promising cosmically renowned cookies and hot cocoa. Since my death, I have discovered that they are two of the nicest immortals in the multiverse. And that's saying a lot. It takes more to plan, execute, and deliver Christmas than you might think, combining elven magic and good old-fashioned time-space continuum physics. They do it every year without fail. But I'm getting ahead of myself. The first thing that happens after you die, the big J. We don't discuss in polite company here. That's strictly between you and your deity of choice, DC for short. The second thing that happens after you die is you get this neat little package of brochures and pamphlets in a gift bag with a perky little bow. Inside is a booklet from your belief system, or non-belief system, and or DC with maps and volunteer recruiting materials. The titles of the brochures range from how to adjust to the ethereal plane, to how to travel the multiverse in 3 easy steps, to how to further ascend in the afterlife, to, of course, want to help Santa, how to apply. Make no mistake, Santa Claus is not a deity. Though immortal, neither he nor Mrs. Claus nor the elves are divine, except in the case of the cookies and cocoa. The single-minded mission of the Santa Claus Collective, i.e., the Santa Claus Workshop at the North Pole, is to bring love and happiness to all they visit, decreasing emotional poverty while increasing the likelihood of a better world. Which is why I volunteered. Well, that and my DC decided it would contribute to my community service requirement. See the big J. As I said, it was my turn to play Santa. So what's a spirit like me doing helping with Christmas, you ask? You didn't really believe that the Dickens story was all fiction, did you? I mean, the names were changed to protect the identity of the ghosts, and Tiny Tim was not nearly as angelic as Dickens claims, but other than that, it's all the truth. Some spirits help Santa deliver Christmas. For that one expanded and timeless moment, we visit homes around the world, appearing as Santa and delivering the gifts and magic that he is known for. There's just one catch. You can't use it as just another opportunity to visit, haunt your relatives and family while they're alive. Otherwise, there are spirits who would never leave the living alone. While your loved ones are alive, you can visit each one once. Otherwise, you'll never get on with your death, and they'll never get on with their lives. Okay, bud, let's see you in the suit. Jasper handed me the red felt pants. I felt a charge of electricity as I lay my hand on the magic suit, unsure how it would stay on my incorporeal form. But, just as in life, I put my trousers on one leg at a time. Next, Jasper handed me the tunic, helping me smooth it down after I got it buttoned. How does this work? How does it stay on me like this? I felt the suit flop around but remain up. It just does, bud. Here's your belt and boots. Jasper sighed, eyes looking more haggard than usual. I got the impression he had been helping ghostly Santas fulfill their duties for entirely too long. Not all of Santa's volunteers deliver the packages. Some rap, some inspire musicians to put out Christmas or holiday albums, and some help in the workshop. Special pre-flight classes are taught for the delivery volunteers. I had my certificate to show I had completed said course of study. It felt odd dressing without the socks and boxers and undershirt I'd worn in life, until I put on the felt stocking cap, and it all became a second skin. Voila! Jasper stuck his pencil behind his ear, tongue in teeth as he tugged on the belt to make sure it was secure. You are now, to all intents and purposes, Santa Claus, Father Christmas, Père Noël himself. Here's your list. Remember, you aren't in charge of the eastern seaboard of the United States. Visit your son last. I can't stress that enough. Visit Jimmy last. Jasper grabbed my now corporeal shoulder so he could look me in my now bespectacled eyes. Yes, I know, I might get so caught up with seeing Jimmy that I throw off the time. The elves stretch out time to the visit, so the visits to the children around the world happen almost simultaneously. The timing has got to be spot on. Pause long enough in one place and we fall out of the time-space pocket the elves put us in and back into real time, RT. If we were going to visit family or friends, that always came last. No exceptions. Jimmy was turning 10 this Christmas Eve. I was going to use my visitation after I'd done my deliveries. I hadn't always been there for him, but I'd always loved him. I wanted this Christmas to be special for him. I wouldn't be able to be there to take him fishing or biking. No annoying questions while I fixed the car like I'd done with my old man. I wasn't there for him for those things when I was alive. I hoped visiting this once might help make up for all that. I caught myself letting off sparks again and moved away from the packages. I'd heard, through Santa's checklists of course, how Jimmy had been having a bad time of it. He disobeyed Marjorie, his mother, as well as his stepdad, tormented his little sister, and out ignored his teachers. Even the dog had taken to leaving him alone. The Clauses has seriously considered him changing him from nice to naughty, but I think they felt sorry for him. It felt odd having a body again as I clambered into the sleigh. I felt the limitations, appreciating my ghostly form that much more. Taking the reins from Jasper, I watched as he and another elf anchored two sides of a portal for me to fly through. Then I said the magic words. Dash away all! On the word all, the sleigh jerked into motion. The reindeer knew their job, leaping into the portal open before them like old pros. As we flew into the crisp dark sky of a New England winter with the wind rushing across my face, I felt almost alive again. In the brief time I had been dead, I'd forgotten how beautiful the night sky could be. Clear indigo with the cold burn of the stars shining on the snow below. I felt the clean, clear air brushing past, letting go a whoop of joy I hadn't felt since childhood. I could have flown up there for hours, but I had work to do.